All right, what's up, everyone? Let's get started, man. Let's get started on this right away. Y'all know what happened. We got we got the dub. Hey, it was a great win, man. It was a great win. You're allowed to be happy about this win. Look, don't let anyone tell you that you can't be happy with the win. Honestly, it's one of those games where everything went our way. Aaron Rodgers looked flawless. But we'll get to all that. What I want to start with is the defense, as usual. All right, let's start with the defense. Honestly, started this game and you were a little worried because you got Justin Jefferson, best wide receiver in the league. Then you got Jordan Addison there, uh, great wide receiver in his own right. This came off his suspension, and no Joey Porter Jr. still. Deshaun Elliott just comes back, and you're still kind of wondering, hey, how are the defensive backs gonna put up with these wide receivers? That's the matchup I'm looking at. The Vikings wide receivers versus RDVs, right? And honestly, Justin Jefferson kind of had his way, especially in the first drive. He had like 5 catches. So that was a little concerning in the beginning. But honestly, the defense balled. The defense balled out. Look, I wanna highlight a few guys on defense that I'm really proud of. I'm gonna start with Deshaun Elliott. Your first game back, and you put on that kind of performance. Hey, look, we got to start putting some more respect on Deshaun Elliott's name. I keep saying it. Honestly, this guy, he's fiery. He's a true strong safety, probably the best we had in a long time. Honestly, I know we had Terrell Edmonds. Elliott's better than Edmonds. Edmonds never had a collection of moments like this. I know Deshaun Elliott last year played well also. That's why we gave him that contract. And you watch this game today, you'll see why we gave him that money. It's because of games like this. And man, I'm proud of him. Happy with the re-sign. And honestly, the way he plays, honestly, seems like a deal. So yeah, that was wonderful. The Dublin crowd was definitely mostly Steeler Nation. With the crowd, man, they could really hype up that defense. And I'm gonna mention my guy again. I mentioned him last week. I'm gonna mention him again. Patrick Queen is balling. He looked great. He had a great game. He looked like an elite linebacker. And honestly, they said he couldn't ball without Roquan Smith. I didn't say that. That's what they were saying. But he's doing his thing without him. And I love to see it. We got TJ Watt again, balling out once again. And everybody was hyping up Max Crosby for slapping the ball, catching an interception. TJ Watt did the same thing. Literally did the same thing, and nobody's talking about it. And he got a sack to pile on top of that. But hey, there's some Steeler haters out there that just won't mention us. But it's all good. Yeah, we do what we can. You know. Anyway, yeah, TJ Watt. Hey, he's gonna show up. You can't hold him down for too long. And Keanu Benton. Shout out to Keanu Benton. He's been struggling. He has been struggling, and he comes out today. And don't get me wrong, center got injured. I think he had a concussion or something. Right tackle, left tackle. A bunch of injuries going on in the Vikings offensive line, and we took advantage of that. Keanu Benton was a problem for that center, and he's kept getting through. So hey, Keanu Benton, you've been struggling this season, but that's how you bring yourself back. And with a performance like that, and we're all rooting for you and waiting for you to show up. And that was the kind of game we want to see from you. All right, gotta mention Herbig as well. Herbig, like we said last week, he is a pass rusher. But honestly, today he did some run stopping. It's a good performance by Herbig. I was pleasantly satisfied. Now we got some more talk about trading Alex Highsmith because he's always injured, and Herbig looks good. I would consider it. I'll consider it. I like Highsmith, but we did pay him a lot of money. we'll see. We'll see. Right now, Herbig had that good game. Um, Jack Sawyer is there also. As we've been talking about. But Herbig looks the part, and yeah, I am satisfied with what I saw from Herbig. So yeah, let's move on to the offense. Oh, before we go to offense, I want to mention the corners. We are in trouble at corner. Um, this bye week came when we needed it. Jalen Ramsey looked like he had a hamstring. He was celebrating that touchdown. Well, that touchdown got called back. He was celebrating with the famous fake the hamstring and then start dancing or start doing whatever you want to do. Then he actually got injured, which was unfortunate. So, man, hopefully with the bye week he can come back. We don't want to rush people with a hamstring injury. That's why I understand the Joey Porter thing. Don't want to rush Joey Porter to come back. Same thing you don't want to do with Jalen Ramsey. So hopefully he gets healed up. Then Brandon Eccles gets injured as well. So then now we're already out Joey Porter Jr., already out Jalen Ramsey. Brandon Eccles gets injured. So now James Pierre came in and Darius Slay is still there. We are depleted. So this bye week came now. I guess hey, the NFL did us a favor because we needed that bye week at this moment. Going into the season, I did not like having an early bye week, but hey, this is actually what we needed. It needed to come right now. So I'm glad it did. So yeah, and shout out to my linebacker, man. Shout out to my linebacker. Hey, we were shouting out Holcomb last week, and a lot of people found out who Holcomb was. But this week, man, we had a special play that I think people should talk about more with my guy who also had a great game. My guy Peyton Wilson. Peyton Wilson, listen, good game by Peyton Wilson. He kind of kept Holcomb on the bench with his play, and that's what we want. We want the young guy to come in, and we want him to be able to develop into a starter one day. So hey, happy what I saw from him. The play I'm talking about, and I can't let this video end without talking about it, is when he chased down Jordan Addison. He looked like I know he ran a 4.43 in the combine, which was crazy for a linebacker. But for him to track down Addison like that, I mean Addison was a 4.4, high 4.4, so he's probably faster than Addison, but he looked like he ran a 4.33 in that moment. I think he clocked over 22 miles per hour as a linebacker. Crazy athlete, and that's why we have him on the squad. That's why he plays so much. Man, what a crazy play! If you didn't see that play or you overlooked it, go look back. Jordan Addison, wide open, catches the ball, trips over a little bit. He starts running all by himself, wide open. Peyton Wilson completely tracks him down, and it definitely wasted some time so that the Vikings couldn't have less time to try to get anything done, try to get that win. So um, let's move on to the offense. Like I told you guys last week, this is not an Aaron Rodgers problem. It's an offensive line problem. Offensive line had a good game. And you see what happened? Offensive line had a good game, and Aaron Rodgers nearly goes perfect. Only 4 incompletions. Throughout the game, he started off 8 for 8, went to the red zone, handed off to Kenneth Gainwell, touchdown, wonderful drive. The offensive line played out of their mind against a defense that is very scary, has Brian Flores. Shout out to Brian Flores, was just with Pittsburgh. Shout out to Mike Tomlin for bringing him in. We got to address the Brian Flores situation real quick, because I keep seeing people saying, why didn't we keep Brian Flores? Why didn't we keep Brian Flores? Terrell Austin's horrible, whatever. I do agree. I'm not a fan of Terrell Austin. But Mike Tomlin said this. He said that I'm bringing Brian Flores in, but I want him to have an opportunity to get another head coaching job. Now, you tell me, if Brian Flores stays with Pittsburgh, we know what's going to happen? Everyone's going to say this is Mike Tomlin's defense. He's never going to get credit, even if a defense is elite. It's always going to be Mike Tomlin's defense, Mike Tomlin's defense. Mike Tomlin didn't keep him as a D coordinator. That helped Brian Flores because now he gets to go to the Vikings, get his own name attached to a defense, and now he's going to be up for a head coaching job. If he didn't go to Minnesota, he stayed with us. I don't think he's getting that recognition. I don't think he's getting that praise that he's getting now. Hey, listen, I don't know what y'all think. That's what I think. Let me know if you think otherwise. Hit the comments if you see otherwise. But shout out to Brian Flores. You should get a job soon. I respect you, respect your defense, and I'm just super excited for how offense played against a Brian Flores defense. Offensive line held it down. Shout out to offensive line. I can't stop talking about them. Aaron Rodgers, 18 for 22. 18 for 22. 200 yards. He had a touchdown. And what a touchdown. DK looked like a monster. A monster. When he got that ball, he started running. Once he got going, there was nobody else gonna catch him. You give DK that running start, and he's the fastest guy on the field. And then he bulldozes his way into the end zone. I don't know if it was a corner came through. He just shoves him and gets in for a touchdown. Get 80-yard touchdown. Runs in for 80 yards. I couldn't wait. This was a DK Metcalf breakout game. We couldn't wait to see that. That's what SteelersNation's been waiting for. A shout out to DK Metcalf. What a game. We're going to see more of that, guys, and I can't wait. All right. So another thing we got to mention, once again, shout out to the offensive line. Kenneth Gainwell looked like a starting running back in the NFL. 99 yards, and that was on 19 carries, 5 yards to carry. I just wanted to keep running the ball sometimes. Like, you give Aaron Rodgers that running game, and that's why he ends up being perfect. He's going to shred the defense because you got to worry about the run. When things are one-dimensional, that's when these problems happen. So I was really happy with what I saw. Really happy with the performance, and yeah, the Steelers are looking up. Calvin Austin had that injury. Hoping for the best, hoping that he bounces back. Once again, the bye week is coming at a good time, and I'm really happy with the production from the offense. The offense will look formidable, and we look like we could be a problem. Let's get this bye week. Let's rest up, and hey, this is a good week. Enjoy this week. Enjoy the bye week on your high with the win that we just got. Don't let anybody tell you, hey, we weren't perfect. We didn't have a 400-yard game, or the defense didn't stop them to 0 points. Hey, honestly, it was 21-6 in the fourth quarter, and the Vikings came back. At that time, we just had to hold on, and we did. Mike Tomlin made some errors, but once again, hey, we got to enjoy this win, guys. We got to enjoy this. So I'm satisfied with it. I'm happy with it. Before we close out this video, I do want to talk about Skylar Thompson. He went to Dublin, and this game was played in Dublin, Ireland, he went there, and unfortunately he got robbed and jumped, which was shocking for me to hear something like that. When you such a great event like this, you don't expect something like that to happen, but this is real life. So I just want to send my prayers to Skylar Thompson. I know they said it was minor injuries, and looks like he's all right. I guess we'll monitor that situation and see. But just praying for you, praying for your family. Hope everything was good, and wherever you lost, hey, we're just happy that you are all right. So, hey, thank you, SteelersNation, and it's been a wonderful video. Can't wait to see you once we get these games going back. I mean, we'll do a bye week edition. Just because there's no game doesn't mean we won't drop another Steelers video. So we'll drop another Steelers video. It won't be a recap, but it will be a bye week edition of this video. So, looking forward to it. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and hey, let's go.